Yeah, absolutely. I think an incredibly respectable side. I think obviously their coaching staff that's come in has done a fantastic job with their group. And yeah, just really excited for us to have an opportunity to play against them. Obviously, we're away. And another opportunity for us to continue to push with these last three games. It's a massive opportunity still for us, given the results that were had on the weekend, to continue to push what we believe we can do, which is continue to push for playoffs.
Looking back at the last two games on film, what needs to change, if anything at all, to change the results for you guys?
Yeah, and I think for us, it's just continuing. I mean, I've been pretty open and pretty honest throughout the process of continuing to understand what we need to do, but being bought into what we need to do as a group. I think last game I was very open that I thought we played better than how I felt we played at Utah, and we had moments in the game to create opportunities. Unfortunately, obviously, did not have the result on our side when you concede that early, trying to get into the game. I did think there was a great response from the group conceding that early to get into the game. But yeah, for us, it's just going to be about how we can continue to create higher up the pitch, continue to push opportunities, and continue to break down and feel confident in breaking down teams in the moments that we have, and continuing to gain as much momentum as possible. I think there's still a massive opportunity for us, and there's no other way that I'm going to see it other than that. So you can't change the past. You can only control today, and I'm very big on that. Control what you can today, because you can't change the past and you cannot predict the future. So for us, yes, of course, there's learnings from every single game you play, whether the result is a win, tie, or a loss. It's our job to take those learnings and understand that we have to move forward, because today is what matters, and how we get a result in the weekend is what matters.
This is a very different Washington than you played earlier this season, not only the coaching staff, like you said, but because so many injuries and they've come to the playoffs, so they're putting out different rosters. Has that changed how you've prepared for them?
Yeah, I think you always prepare for what your projected 11 is from their end, and you can only prepare so much with the injuries of who's going to be in, who's not going to be in. But I think there's a very stylistic approach to all of it, meaning that there's a very similar style that they're playing, and their low builds, how they advance up the pitch, what they look like when they're a specific shape versus when they change shapes. It's very similar. The players that occupy that space are very versatile. So I think aside of personnel, there's a trend, and that's the trend that we're preparing for.
Does it give one team advantage, you guys fighting to get into the playoffs, but the other team is already in? They don't have anything to lose.
Um, I think for us, it's just, again, when we focus on us, it's our preparation in order to get into playoffs. Whether their approach is different or not, I don't know. But for us, we have, again, I can't describe how massive the opportunity is. There's three games left. All three games matter. And if we take it game by game, I think we will we will get what we need out of it.
How important is it to have Taylor back in?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's no secret how she's been great for us, hasn't she? In the role that she's been asked to play. Obviously, early on, people were discussing her role's a little bit deeper, isn't it? It's described a little bit more as a 6'8". That's the description of it. I think she covers a lot of ground. I think she's highly influential with her defensive capabilities and mindset. I also think she's very communicative. She's very quick in her decision making, which means everybody else gets to adjust off of that and base their positioning and space based off of her. So I think she's an unsung hero in that sense, and very excited to have her back.
Did you guys feel the difference, feel her absence at the last game? Could you tell?
You know what? I feel like Taylor's been a fantastic addition for us this season. And just have been, like I said, both on and off the ball has been a massive addition. Whenever these come, you can't predict for these types of things to come, which was a yellow card accumulation. You always prepare your squad to be able to step in, and we were confident in the players that were able to step in and fill the role that we needed on the day. But obviously very excited for her to be back.
One more.
No
Same
pressure.
Ohio State. No, 3 points below the playoffs on 3 games left.
Yes.
Is there any change in the overall game plan, or is it more business as usual for the running?
Yeah, it's going to be business as usual for us. It's just going to be us being good at us, and identifying how we can do that.